Did you know that suicide is one of the top 10 causes of death in America? It's crazy to think that teens are thinking of these things at such a young age. Suicide shows that you don't really know what someone is going through and the struggles that they face. In 2011, I suffered a great loss in my family. This was a year I lost my older cousin who committed suicide late in the year. To lose anyone is hard, but to lose someone to suicide is difficult when there are ways to prevent it. So today I'm going to tell you all about teen suicide in hopes that if you at some point find yourself in the place to help someone thinking of suicide, you can. First, I'm going to tell you the causes of suicide. Second, I'm going to tell you the behaviors that come with suicide. And finally, how to prevent someone from committing suicide. Let's talk about what causes suicide. According to an article in Kids Health from Numerous, the main causes of suicide are psychological disorders, depression, bipolar disorder, alcohol and drug abuse, feelings of distress, a history of depression or suicide, social isolation, a lack of support while dealing with one's sexuality. There are many causes for suicide that I just stated, but the number one cause of teen suicide is depression. A teen gets so overwhelmed with emotions that they feel ending their life will make it better. They don't realize that suicide is permanent and that you can't take it back. Another common cause for teen suicide is bullying. According to bullying statistics, at least half of suicides are in reference to bullying. In an article written by Jerry Shaw, a cause for teen suicide is drug and alcohol. Teens believe that it will solve their problems, but on the contrary, it makes it worse. It gets so worse that some lead to suicide. So on this PowerPoint, I have a picture right here of a person who is dealing with depression, how they feel, and how they see themselves. Right here is a picture of the bullying. It's a message of another person telling another person to kill themselves. And right here is a picture of drugs and alcohol. The American Foundation for Suicide Prevention says that in the year 2017, the rates of suicide in adolescents and young adults was 14.46. Now that you are aware of the causes of teen suicide, what are the behaviors to look out for? Knowing the many causes of teen suicide will help lead you to know what to be aware of in behavior. According to Stanford Children's Health, the symptoms are changes in eating and sleeping habits, loss of interest in daily activities, neglect of personal appearance, withdrawal from loved ones, verbal communication of wanting to take one's life, and becoming cheerful after a period of depression. According to suicidal behavior in children and adolescents, some ways that can help prevent this behavior would be prioritizing interacting with them in positive ways, increased involvement in positive activities, and monitoring their whereabouts and communication. On this next slide, it's a picture of from the outer end to the inner is the behaviors going from less obvious to most obvious. And this is the 5 stages for behavior. So having knowledge of what the behaviors are of suicide can now lead to how to prevent one from committing suicide. Being able to know the behaviors that come before a teen commits suicide can help prevent the teen from going through with it. In an article written by Aaron E. Carroll, it says that some ways to prevent a teenager from committing suicide are to reduce access to things that they can use in an attempt of suicide and to promote more connectedness and limit less isolation. According to National Associations of School Psychologists, some ways teens can help other teens thinking of suicide will be talking to them about their feelings, don't make deals about suicide, and how the warning signs that come with suicide. Now that you have all this knowledge on the teen suicide, you can help prevent it from happening in the future. So in this picture we have the lifeline for teen suicide that most people know, where you can call if you feel down or, thinking of suicide. In this picture is a quote that says, one of the greatest gifts a person can give someone is supporting them. So support to help them prevent. And then another one here, being positive can make a big difference in a person's life. In order to make sure that the percentage for teen suicide doesn't go up, we need to know as much as possible about it. Just knowing the warning signs and what causes it makes it easier to stop a teen from hurting themselves. No one should face their problems alone. Being there for someone can make all the difference in the world. I hope that if the event comes and you see the warning signs, that you reach out and make the person feel like they are not alone.